Welcome back to Two Guys and a Beer. My name's Joel Appold.
John Engelbrecht.
How you doing? Tonight we're going to look at a special beer from Point Brewery. It's a new series that they have. Well, not a new series, a special series they have. Point's a brewery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Good craft beer brewery. They really take that craft part of craft brewery to heart. They really care about what they're doing. They try new stuff. And well, a couple of days, maybe a year ago now, they started this series, Whole Hog series, of special one-off brews. And see what we got. What's this one, John?
This is something seasonal. We're just getting into October, and this is their pumpkin ale. Now, according to what they say in the bottle, I'm not that smart, so I got to read it. We got some pumpkin, real pumpkin in there, plus some cinnamon and nutmeg, and they're going to balance some pearl hops and some Munich hops in there too. This is honestly, when we talk on camera and we say we've never tried this, we've tried styles of those beers before. We've never had anything that had pumpkin in it.
I can smell the pumpkin spice.
I can too.
Yeah.
It really is strong.
It smells like a pumpkin pie.
This is different. We've done double IPAs before. We've done oatmeal stouts. We've tried those styles of beer.
Yeah.
We've never had this before. So this is truly something.
And maybe to the beer geek, you know, that say we've never tried a pumpkin. I think a couple years ago I had one from Dogfish Head. Pretty good, but you know, I don't remember what it tasted like.
This, if you notice, a couple episodes ago we talked about some pale ales and some IPAs. This is even darker, and I'm going to hold it up against my shirt so you see it. Darker than those.
Yeah, it is.
And this has some rich looking flavor to it. I can smell it. Just stand it.
You really can.
But I think, have you tried it yet?
I've been sipping the foam.
You've been sipping the foam.
I like to sip the foam. Yeah, I mean that's got pumpkin pie written all over it. Spicy pumpkin pie too, not just one of those laid back with a little whooping cream on top. This is a good in your face pumpkin pie.
This is definitely. I'm going to say it's definitely outside my comfort zone.
Is it? Well, you look at the style. It's their Whole Hog series, and from what we've had, I know we had a double IPA from them last year, maybe last summer.
It's just a regular IPA. It's not a double, but it's a really good double, a really good IPA.
That was really smack in your face, and this is kind of that way too. There's a lot of flavor in this beer.
It's weird because it's like you said, it kind of tastes like pumpkin pie. And you can really go through the pumpkin, and I'm catching the spice on the back end.
Yep.
So you catch it right away, and it's just a slow transition to what we see on that back end. We talk about that back end a lot, especially in the IPAs, in the fact that it leaves some hoppiness there.
Yep.
This is really different, obviously because it's a different style.
And I'm getting, on the back end of it, I'm getting a lot of alcohol tones. It's only 7.5% alcohol, but I'm tasting as I sip the beer, instead of take a good gulp of it. As I sip it, I really can taste the alcohol, along with the nutmeg and some cinnamon.
I don't know if it's just power of suggestion, but you mentioned that, and I noticed it a lot more on that back end. It's there. If you're not thinking about it, you might not notice it. It's good.
Yeah, it is.
I'm hesitant to try fruity type beers, whether blueberry, cherry, or honey weiss, what things like that.
Right.
Because I'm scared of what I'm going to get. But this is actually, in my mind, pretty smooth.
It is smooth. It's real smooth. It's real. I mean, from a beer point of view, without all the spice and the pumpkin in, I mean, you can taste the malt, you can taste a little bit of hops in there, not a whole lot. The hops are really dialed back as far as what you taste. But that spice really comes through, mixed with the malt and everything else. I mean, I'm sure they've got pumpkin in the recipe and along with the spices.
I think if I were going to change this beer any, I would dial back the spices just a little bit.
Just to hear a little more pumpkin?
No, not necessarily more pumpkin. Just a little bit less on the back end. I think we took back some of the, I don't know if is it the nutmeg? I think it's I think it's the nutmeg. If we dialed that back a little bit, I think we would be in good shape.
It's still a good beer. I mean, definitely something to try. And for those of you that don't have access to this, I know I can't get it here in La Crosse. John has access to it up in Wisconsin Rapids and in Stevens Point. You know, if you don't have access to something like this, that doesn't mean you can't seek out and try something like this for yourself wherever you live. This is really, this is a beer I'd buy. I'd hope I could buy it in a 4-pack. And
it does come in a 4-pack.
And a 4-pack could probably last me a season, maybe 2. But I'd sip on this, maybe once every 2 weeks. I'd break one of those out after hitting the snowblower in the winter. Or
you know what this would be good for? This would be good for watching on Thanksgiving Day when the Packers beat the Lions.
Yeah, they play the Lions.
Well, not this year, but every other year since then. But yeah, this would be a good beer for those Packer fans to sip on. You're probably not going to have more than one.
But for the Lions fan, this would be indicative of
taste
of victory.
Not indicative. Sorry. It is expressive.
Expressive.
Yes.
Oh, I think it's symbolic.
Yeah, that might be true.
Taste of victory.
How would they know?
Alternate ending. Lions win! Lions win!
The same ending. Flick!